What's the rush, Okari?
I ignore her question and grab her hand. Run! To the station!
Whoa. Whoa, wait! My bag!
Forget it! Just run!
Why?
Just run! How's it going, everybody? HoodlaMutt back with some more Steins. And last time, I don't even know what to say. I literally just started this recording right after the other one. I have no words. I have no words. A whole lot of crap happened. Mayedi's dead. We went back in time. Our memories went back in time. We almost died. Moeka's bad. Suzaha saved us. I'm thinking my predictions are correct. I don't know. Let's just get right into this. Mayuri? Mayuri? No matter how many times I call her name, Mayuri doesn't answer. Mayuri is standing in front of a grave, gazing at the sky. The grave belongs to her grandmother, who died when Mayuri was 11 years old. Her parents were always busy with work, so her grandmother was her only companion. I was close to Mayuri's family, so her death was sad for me too. At the wake, I expected Mayuri to break down and cry. She didn't. Instead, she spent the whole time gazing vacantly at her grandmother's memorial portrait. 6 months went by. I had advanced to middle school, so Mayuri and I no longer commuted together. But whenever I passed the cemetery on the way home, Mayuri would always be standing there. Every day, rain or shine, she would stand for hours before the grave, staring wordlessly at the sky as if she could see her grandmother in heaven. In her hands, an old pocket watch. The watch had belonged to her grandmother. Mayuri always held it when visiting the grave. Mayuri? No matter how many times I called her name, Mayuri did not answer. Back then, Mayuri wouldn't talk to anyone. Not to me, not even to her parents. Whenever I saw her standing there, staring at the sky, I felt unease grip my heart. Her gaze was so earnest, her intention so pure, that I feared some power might grant her wish and carry her off to heaven to join her beloved grandmother. And so, to ensure that nothing like that happened, I made sure to stop by the cemetery every day. I would stand next to the sky-gazing Mayuri and call her name. Mayuri? But no matter how many times I'd call her, Mayuri wouldn't reply. The only sound in the lonely cemetery was the echo of my voice, calling her name. It was raining that day, too. Mayuri had a light blue umbrella. In contrast to the umbrella's color, the sky was glazed gray, covered in clouds. After a while, the rain stopped. Rays of light shone through gaps in the clouds, a stunningly beautiful sight. Rembrandt's rays, they are called, or sometimes the angel's ladder. Suddenly, a strong wind swept through the cemetery. It caught Mayuri's umbrella and carried it into the sky. Mayuri seemed not to notice. She kept staring at the sky. And then, slowly, so very slowly, She stretched her hand out to the sky, as if to grasp the rays of light, as if her grandmother were reaching down to pull her up. And then she lifted herself on her toes. To me, it looked as if she were floating up towards heaven. Impulsively, I grabbed Mayuri's outstretched hand and pulled her into my embrace. In retrospect, my fears were just a childish fantasy, but at the time, I truly believed that Mayuri might vanish. I won't let you go. I won't let anyone take you away. I realized how embarrassing the words coming from my own mouth were. You're my hostage now. My guinea pig. It was the first excuse that came to mind. Before her grandmother died, Mayuri and I were fans of a popular TV series about costumed heroes battling evil. I particularly admired the villain, a mad scientist. I even got pretty good at mimicking his lines. Now, I was doing it to hide my embarrassment. I could feel my face growing red, but I kept up with the mad scientist act all the same. If nothing else, it was better than admitting my insecurities. There's no escaping me! As I said this, I realized that Mayuri was shaking.
Oh,
She whispered. It was the first time in 6 months that I had heard her speak. Her voice was choked with tears.
Mayushi's your hostage. I guess I'm stuck here, huh?
She smiled happily. Tears fell from her eyes. And then, Mayuri buried her face in my chest. Oh. Okay, so that was just a flashback. I thought we were actually there, so hold on. Where am I? Who am I? I can't see. I can barely think. A terrible screech fills my head, like feedback from a giant speaker. It penetrates my brain like 100 sharp needles stabbing me right behind the eyes. I thought brains weren't supposed to feel pain. Bae. And there's more. I feel a shiver of pleasure beneath the pain, and a terrible itching like my body is on fire. Kabe. Is he feeling like the pain of what he felt in the future? It's like his brain is like feeling all of the pain receptors suddenly? Is that what he's feeling? I want to crack open my skull and tear out my brain. I want to scrape out my soft gray matter with my fingers and eat it. Oh, Bae. The assault on my brain is driving me crazy. Who am I? Okabe, what's wrong with you? Ah! Suddenly, the shattered pieces of the world reform. I slowly come back to my senses. I'm in the lab, standing in front of the phone wave named Subject to Change, with my cell phone to my ear. No, not the phone wave named Subject to Change. Since headgear is attached to it, It's the time leap machine. Oh, so we didn't go back that far. It's hard to breathe. Give me oxygen. I hear a low, wheezing groan and realize that it's coming from my own throat. I close my mouth, then take a deep breath. The insides of my throat feel like they're burning. I resist the urge to cough and continue filling my lungs with air. I notice that I'm drenched in sweat. The drops sliding down my forehead are annoying. I try to wipe them away with the back of my right hand. My hand obeys. Slowly. Something is off. It's like my body and my mind aren't totally in sync with each other. Almost as if this isn't really my body. As if my nerves aren't communicating properly with my extremities. I try blinking slowly. This might just be my imagination. Could this be exhaustion? I haven't slept much lately. I try to move my hand again. There is no disconnect this time. This is my body.
Okabe, are you listening?
A familiar voice. I turn around slowly. Kuritsu is there. She stares at me, perplexed.
What was all that screaming for?
What is she talking about?
Are you sick?
I try answering, but my voice doesn't work too well. Even more bewildering, I clear my throat several times. No, I'm fine.
Then get ready to go already. We're going shopping, remember?
Oh, he backed it up to earlier that day. Okay, so we're not that far away. But does he not remember what happened? He's freaking out, but he doesn't remember. Okay, so this is good information to have. Hopefully if he remembers that this happened. Look at how much this has affected him. Just writing that kind of memory back into his brain. It's making him almost catatonic, he can't even function. And that was just going back a few hours, if not only an hour. Think about if you tried to go way far back. What could that do to you? So in an instant, in the snap of someone's fingers, he just suddenly gained all of this information. He just wrote, he just put wrinkles onto his brain. That's gotta be why he felt like his brain was hurting, right? And it's messing with how he functions even. That is so crazy and scary and cool and everything all at the same time. Holy crap. Shopping? For what? I search my memories. The moment I do, images appear in my mind like a string of exploding light bulbs. Oh, so we did get them.
Humans are temporal beings.
Oh, it's coming in
But now you're fine.
I can't believe it worked. Oh my gosh, it worked.
Are you sure about this? Really?
I remember now. I used the time leap machine.
You'll remember the future.
That's right. What am I standing around for? Where am I? Huh? I grab Kiritsu's shoulders and pull her close. What time is it now? What month? What day?
Hey, that hurts! Calm down!
How can I be calm? Shopping? You said we're going shopping? Which shopping trip is she talking about? Daru was sitting at his computer, staring at us wide-eyed. Daru! What day is it? What time is it? Well, it's the 13th. A little past 5. The 13th. A little past 5. Did it work? Did I manage to time leap in the middle of all that chaos? Did my memories really jump through time? Does that mean I've leaped into my past self? Is there a chance that it was all a dream? Thinking back, forward, it doesn't seem real. Commandos breaking into the lab. It's like something out of a Hollywood movie. But the sight of Mayuri, broken and bloody, is burned into my eyes. I remember the smell of blood, the sound of the gunshot, the weight of the headgear on my head, the pain of the bullet tearing through my arm, Kuritsu screaming, Suzuha fighting to defend us. I remember it all vividly. Holy crap, it worked really well. I touch my arm. No bullet holes. No pain even. Was it all a dream? I don't know. I've never time leaped before. I can only hope that it was a dream. A future like that is too much to bear. I recall Mayuri's last moments, and my eyes fill with tears. Dude, don't treat it like it's nothing. You know you went back, right? Please tell me he's not gonna just forget about it. I force the tide of emotion back. Where's Mayuri? I look around the lab. Kiritsu and Daru are here, but I can't find Mayuri. Where's Mayuri? She just left saying she was going to Lukashi's place. Weren't you listening? That's right. Mayuri went to beg Lukako to wear her costume. She won't return until it's time for the party. What do I do? What do I believe? Was it a dream? Or was it real? If it was a dream, then I don't have to worry about anything. If it was real, then I need to act. Now. Phew. I take a deep breath. It must have been a dream. Dude, no! No! There's no way something like that could really happen. It was a nightmare brought on by anxiety. That's all. There's no other logical explanation. What do you mean? You used the machine. Your brain just freaked out. What do you just remembered things. I don't understand. How are you this stupid? I desperately persuade myself that it's so. No, dude, she's gonna die again, and I can't handle that. Little do I know that I will soon regret my foolishness. Oh my gosh. Kiritsu goes shopping alone. I stay in the lab with Daru, waiting for Mayuri to return. So we didn't go with her this time.
Da-da-da! I'm back!
An innocent smile. Mayuri is alive. Nothing will happen to her. Oh my gosh, why are you doing this? I was worried for nothing. When Suzuha arrives, we begin the meeting. You might not get a second chance, dude.
Okarin! Okarin! I called Ferris-chan and Luka-chan, but they said they couldn't come.
I've heard these words before. Deja vu. A trick of the mind. Oh. Do they have plans?
Ferris-chan has a Rhinet tournament.
Crap. I should have gone to cheer. How careless of me.
And Luka-chan seemed embarrassed for some reason.
Maybe she thinks you'll make her wear a costume again. It's just like my dream. I've never remembered a dream this vividly before. I remember every word that was spoken. You still haven't convinced her to cosplay?
She said it was embarrassing. I keep telling her cuteness is justice, but she never listens.
Cuteness is justice. Is that what they say?
You're cute too, Chris-chan.
Huh?
Hey, Kamima's coming up. Wanna go? I can't make something new, but I have a costume of post-awakening Sierra from Bloodtoon I made last year. I think the size is just right for you.
Me? Cosplay? I'm sorta interested. But I refuse to do it in public, though.
You don't have to show anyone, but eventually, you'll want them to see. The cosplay demon compels you. That reminds me. Chris-chan, you're always wearing that cute uniform. What school is it from?
Oh, this? I attended Ayamen for about 2 weeks. I modeled this outfit after their uniform.
Oh! Their uniform is really cute, but you made it even cuter. You might have really good design sense. I'll bring the costume tomorrow, okay? Will you try it on then?
Sure. When's the photo shoot? Good to know you're still a pervert, Hashida. Come on! It's Bloodtoon's Seira. She's got Panmoro going on.
Panmoro?
It means her panties are completely exposed.
No way. It's okay. You might not know this, but last year there was a really popular saying. They're not panties, so it's not embarrassing.
Japan is over.
Wear it, okay? It's a promise.
Maybe you shouldn't bother. Suzuha speaks, her tone sharp. She's scowling at Keretsu again. Suddenly, the atmosphere in the room changes. I remember this, too. I feel like I'm losing my mind here.
You're asking for trouble by trusting Makase Keretsu.
What's that supposed to mean? I've been meaning to ask, did I do something to you?
Not to me, but I know everything you have done.
What do you mean? I've done nothing to be guilty of.
Perhaps, but I know your true nature. Wow, you can see into my heart? That's groundbreaking technology. I'd love to hear how it works. It's not science. It's a prediction. So you're just making it up. I know. Okarin?
Mayuri clings to me with teary eyes.
Stop them from fighting.
Should I listen to Mayuri's plea? Like I did in the dream? Knowing that I can't stop the fight, should I just let Mayuri handle it instead? I don't know. I can't move a muscle.
Jeez.
Mayuri pouts, then goes over to the two girls.
Guys? Mayushi doesn't like it when you fight. Let's all get along, okay?
Okay, he changed that too. Daru comes over to chat with Suzuha, and gradually, peace returns to the lab. Kuretsu is in the development room, making a call, probably to her mother in America. I sit on the sofa and watch TV while sipping Dr. P. But I can't pay attention to what I see on the screen. It doesn't enter my head. Mayuri sits down next to me. She peels a banana and begins eating it. I'm trying to figure out, if and when he'll figure anything out, and actually... He said that he'd regret it, though, so that was like a future version of him talking to us, obviously. What if we don't... What if we can't go back? What if we can't go back? What if he's stupid? Because he changed some things, right? He slightly altered. He didn't step in for the argument. He didn't go with Kuretsu. What if those slight variations make it so that he actually gets killed, or, well, he won't probably die, but someone else, maybe Mayuri can't be saved or something. I don't know. I don't like it.
Hey, Okarin. It's been really lively here these past few weeks, huh?
Stop it. Why are you saying the same things as in that terrible dream? It was a dream. It has to be a dream. Yo, those pauses are it actually makes my heart jump. I'm feeling this whole scenario happen right now. This is crazy.
It's fun.
Mayuri smiles happily, not noticing my lack of a reply.
Now that there are 8 lab mems, Mayushi thinks it's getting a little cramped in here. First, we don't have enough chairs. We should buy more. Do you have money, Okarin?
I shake my head wordlessly. For some reason, I'm afraid to look at Mayuri in the face.
I guess you can use some of my salary. We need a new microwave, too. Otherwise, I can't warm up any juicy chicken number 1. Okarin? Are you okay? You don't look so good.
It's nothing.
Are you feeling sick? Then you need to rest. Want to lie down? You can lie on my lap, okay?
I'm not... Please tell me this wakes him up. Please, 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 please. It's probably already too late, though. Before I can finish, the television interrupts me with an urgent news bulletin. The subtitles read, "Terrorist bomb threat suspends Yamanote, Sobu, Keihin Tohoku lines."
A bomb threat?
Hang on. Those lines all pass through Akiba. How is Mayushi gonna get home?
Oh yeah, I should call home.
No. It can't be. It's the same. Every last thing the same.
Okabe Rintaro, I need to know.
It was a dream.
You've completed the time leap machine, right?
It had to be a dream. But if it was a dream, then why...
Are you listening?
The time leap machine's done. He didn't answer, that's another variation.
Okay. I just remembered I've got something to do. I'm going out.
Suzuha leaves the lab without another word.
What's wrong with her?
Does she know what's about to happen? Nothing's going to happen. The break-in was a dream. But no matter how hard I try to convince myself of that, I can't shake the icy hand clutching my heart. I can't breathe. Even though it's hot and humid, my body shivers. I remember this feeling too, from the dream. Did I choose wrong? Was I granted a second chance, only to let it go to waste? A soft feeling against my fingers. I look down to see Mayuri's hand holding mine. When I look up, I see worry written in her face. I reflexively look toward the door. If the dream wasn't a dream, then any second now. Dude, oh crap. If he doesn't play it out exactly the same way, he won't probably get another chance. It happens exactly as I remember. 5 men burst into the lab. Their movements are swift and sure, professional, and each of them is carrying a gun. They spread out just inside the door and aim their weapons at us. I recognize each of them. There's no denying it now. I did leap through time. It was the future I remembered. I was supposed to change this present, to stop the madness about to unfold. But I told myself that it was a dream, and wasted my chance to save everyone. Hands in the air! Nobody move! Silence. Time seems to grind to a halt. The men say nothing. Why didn't I do anything to change this? Wasn't that why I leapt through time? The sound of heels echoes down the hallway. A woman is coming up the stairs. Kiryu Moeka. The woman who will kill Mayuri. The dream was real. Those were memories of the future. This is happening because I did nothing to stop it.
Moeka-san? We're taking the time machine.
If I kill her first, will Mayuri live? I consider the option, but soon give up. The real danger is the men behind her. 3 of them have assault rifles. They'll gun us down the instant I try anything. My only hope is for Suzuha to make her move before Mayuri is shot. Is there even a chance?
Makase Kiritsu, Okabe Rintaro, Hashida Itaru. The 3 of you will come with us. You can't resist. Come with us.
Where? I have no words.
At least tell us where we're going. You cannot refuse. There is nowhere to run. We have men stationed throughout Akihibara. I don't want to hurt anyone. The 3 of you come with us. Why just the 3 of us? I'm not answering your questions. Come with us. It's your only choice. Moeka-san, you're a Labamem too, aren't you?
In reply, Moeka pulls a gun from her belt and points it at us. It's happening again.
Our mission is to silence you. Your refusal to come will change nothing. Come with us, now. If you continue to resist, I'll have to resort to extreme measures.
Moeka slowly raises her gun. She points the muzzle at.
Shina Meyeri is not needed.
I try to shout stop, but my voice catches in my throat. Nothing comes out but a painful wheeze. I turn to Kiritsu for help. Kiritsu is staring at Meyeri. She looks as if she might start crying at any second. I turn to Daru. He's shaking. His lips move as if to speak, but nothing comes out. Someone. Anyone. Please. Stop her. Stop Moeka!
For CERN, for FB, for CERN, for FB.
Her lips close tightly. Oh. A sharp, dry crack splits the air. Time slows to a crawl. Moeka pulled the trigger. Oh, gosh. And I don't even know if we're going to be able to go back. Blood spurts from Miyadi's forehead. It splashes across my face, wet and warm. Her delicate, frail body falls towards me. I catch her. Her body is limp, like a puppet with no strings. Her head and arms dangle lifelessly. The smell of gunpowder fills my nose. And then, the smell of blood. Ah! Daru clutches his head and falls to his knees, screaming at the top of his lungs. In my arms, Meyuri takes one long, ragged breath. And then...
Okay. No! No!
She's dead. Meyuri's dead. Again. Her face is covered in blood. Her blood stains my hands. It's warm.
You three come with us. Now. No more warnings. Resist, and we will kill you too.
I hear a voice, but I can't comprehend what it's saying. It's the same. I knew it would be. I let Meyuri die again. Because I didn't believe my own memories of the future. I lay Meyuri down on the floor. I'm sorry, Meyuri. I'm so sorry. I stand up. Rage takes hold of me once again. I'm helpless to resist. I take one menacing step towards Moeka.
Okabe!
Kiritsu grabs my hand before I can take another step.
You can't!
Let me go!
You can't! They'll kill you!
Okay, this is all the same. Maybe it'll still be enough that we can go back again. Moeka's gun is aimed at my head. Her finger is already on the trigger. You gonna kill me too?
If you resist. Please, Okabe, do what she says, okay? Otherwise, they'll kill you too.
I grip my teeth and suppress my anger. Just then, something small and round strikes Moeka's gun hand. Okay? She drops her gun. At her feet lies a small stone.
Get down!
The next events transpire exactly as I remember. Suzuha appears in the doorway, knocking down the first man before anyone can react. Then she proceeds to dispatch the remaining men with a series of swift, precise maneuvers. Who the heck? The dark-skinned man, the last one standing, takes aim at Suzuha with his assault rifle. But before he can fire, Suzuha snatches a stunned attacker's gun and shoots him. Blood spurts from the man's hand. Without stopping, Suzuha delivers a soaring roundhouse kick to the man's jaw. Enough. Moeka and Suzuha point their guns at each other. A standoff. Neither moves. Okay, this is all happening the same way. Maybe this is enough that we can still go back, and hopefully he won't be stupid the next time. Silence returns to the room. Who are you?
42.
She glances at me.
TV.
This time, I already know what she means.
Turned on.
I make a break for the development room. Oh no, that's a little different though.
Don't move! That's my line.
Keiretsu is right behind me. I grab the headgear and jam it on my head without a moment's hesitation.
Okabe,
I'm going back!
But what if it fails?
Get the machine started! There's no time to argue. I grab Mode Snake from the shelf. Keiretsu bites her lip and starts setting up the X68000.
Okabe Rentaro, one of them's headed your way! Kill them! Don't let them use it!
Before the crew cut man enters the development room, I push the switch. White smoke instantly fills the room, rendering it impossible to see.
Are you sure, Okabe? Are you sure about this? Really?
Do it, Keiretsu! Activate the machine! I see blue-white light shining through the smoke. The discharge is starting. The light rapidly grows brighter. The floor begins to shake. The singularity is open. I crouch down, holding the headset steady with one hand. This is reality. It wasn't a dream. I burn that fact into my mind as I prepare to time leap. One more chance. The shaking begins. Please, give me one more chance! Once more, the world explodes into light. I can't hear. It feels like something is crushing my eardrums. Ah! Slowly, the shattered pieces of the world reform. My body convulses as if struck by lightning. I am Okabe Rentaro. I'm in the lab development room, standing in front of the time leap machine with my phone to my ear. Okay, so we're right back where we were. Please, I think he's got it now. And you know what? It really does. I was mad because I just didn't want it to happen again and not be able to change it. But it totally makes sense that he would just be like, where did all that come from? That's gotta be just something I imagined because I've never used the machine before, so like it makes sense, right? But at the same time, it's like, dude, if you're noticing things are repeating perfectly, anyway. My brain hurts again. This isn't like a headache. It's somehow deeper. With the pain comes a torrent of emotions. Sorrow, longing, hope, joy that threatens to wash away my psyche. However, only one thing matters. So this does like overwrite the previous data, like quote unquote, right? His memories are like erased with this new set of memories, right? It's not like they're getting added and it's gonna like overload him, right? I hope. Okay. It worked again. Oh, he remembers. I quickly returned to the lounge.
Yeah! You surprised me!
I almost crashed into Kiritsu.
Don't startle me like that.
Daru! Is it just before 5 on the 13th? Yeah? Alright. Time leap successful. I pat Kiritsu on the shoulders, almost in an embrace. You're a genius.
What's gotten into you? Stop manhandling me. It's gross.
I scramble for my phone. It's gonna call me Eddie. Yep. He's got it now.
Da-da-da! Mayushi here.
Mayuri! Where are...
But I can't answer the phone right now.
It went to voicemail?
Please leave your message after the beep.
Mayuri, contact me at once. Okay? At once! I hang up. I look at my watch again. It's just past 5. Thank God for the time leap machine. It makes me shiver to imagine what would have happened without it. I have 3 hours until Moeka kills Mayuri. Everything's going to be okay. That's plenty of time to escape. First, I'll meet up with Mayuri and leave Akaba. We can go to Ikebukuro. Wait, what if they're watching her house? Maybe we should hop the bullet train and get out of Tokyo entirely. Anyway, we're fine as long as Moeka doesn't find her today. So first, I need to find Mayuri.
Okabe? You look kind of crazy. What's wrong?
Kiritsu and Daru look at me with concern. Both of you get out of here. Now!
What's this about?
I check my wallet. I only have 9,000 yen and some change. I'll need to stop by an ATM and withdraw everything I have.
Is this another one of your fantasies?
Kiritsu shrugs her shoulders dumbfounded. I don't have time to answer her. I slip beside her and dash out of the lab.
Okabe! Where are you going? Hey!
Okay, alright. We don't know what happens now that he does this. I run full speed to Yanabayashi Shrine. Naturally, I have to stop for breath before I get more than a few blocks. The sun is setting, but the temperature still hasn't dropped below 30. Sweat quickly covers my entire body. I'm not good at exercise in the first place. I finally stagger through the archway. Now I regret not borrowing Suzuha's bicycle. But no, there wasn't time for that. Finding Mayuri comes first. That probably slowed him down. I run to the courtyard, where I find Lukako standing alone with her bamboo broom. Lukako!
Ah! Okabe-san.
She bows her head.
What's wrong?
Mayuri! Where's Mayuri?
Mayuri-chan just left.
She left?!
Yes. When you see her, could you tell her that I'm sorry? I'd really prefer not to cosplay. I don't want to disappoint her, but it's too embarrassing to dress like that in front of people.
I finally catch my breath. I don't have time to listen to Lukako's apologies. Mayuri went back to the lab?
Huh? I think so.
That doesn't make sense. I know she comes to the lab at around 6:30. It's still 5:30. No matter how slowly you walk, it shouldn't take more than 20 minutes to get to the lab. So what was she doing for the extra 40 minutes? We don't have time for this! She didn't say she was dropping by somewhere?
No, I didn't ask. Is something wrong?
If Mayuri comes back here, tell her to call me right away.
Okay.
I'd better check the lab. We might have missed each other. Oh, shoot. When I get back to the lab, nobody's there but Daru. Did Kiritsu go shopping by herself? I call out to him as he's ordering pizza on the computer. Where's Mayuri? Did she come back? Huh? No. Where is she? I take a bottle of Dr. P out of the fridge and chug it down. The cold, sparkling liquid wets my parched throat and drives the heat away. Now I can think. But I still can't relax. I'm sorry, by the way, if I'm not really adding much more than just speaking right now. This is just really intense, and I'm really into it right now. So just I guess bear with me for now. Every minute, every second is precious. Each moment I waste brings me closer to Mayuri's death. Hey, Okarin, why are you so jumpy? I need to find Mayuri! Isn't she at Lukashi's? Not anymore. She was gone by the time I got there. I start to pace in irritation. Maybe she went to see one of her cosplay friends. Who? What's her phone number? How should I know? Darn. It's easy to forget, since she's usually here, but Mayuri and I rarely spend time together outside of the lab. May Queen and the shrine. That's about it. I have no idea where else she might go. May Queen doesn't even exist on this world line. Now that you mention it. Do you know something? I think she said that her phone was about to run out of power. She had to turn it off. Yet another setback. Not only am I unable to contact her, she might not even notice my phone calls. Hey, what's going on? Why are you still here, Daru? I thought I told you to leave! I sit on the sofa. I feel the weight of stress on my shoulders and in my bones. I'm not leaving without a good reason. Tell me what's going on, man. They're going to kill Mayuri. What? CERN's after us. In 2 hours, their men will break in and kill Mayuri. Get out while you still can. What? For real? Can you get in touch with Kiritsu? Pass the message on to her. In 2 hours? How do you know that? Daru pauses for a moment. He looks towards the development room, where the time leap machine is sitting. No way. You used it? I nod gravely. I kick Daru out of the lab and send him home. He promised to call Kiritsu for me and tell her to stay at her hotel, but a few minutes later, she calls me directly and demands an explanation. It takes some effort, but I manage to convince her to do as I say. Now I just need to wait for Mayuri to get back. I thought about looking for her, but it's too risky. We could miss each other like we did at the shrine. Better to wait here in front of the building. While waiting, I try to convince myself that everything will be okay. Mayuri returns to the lab at 6:30. That leaves about an hour before Moeka's attack. In an hour, we could ride the bullet train from Tokyo Station to Shizuoka. Is that the best plan? Maybe we should get off at Yokohama and lay low in a hotel for a while. I can think about what comes next after Mayuri's safe. The time leap machine doesn't matter. Moeka can have it. My top priority is to prevent Mayuri's death. Sweat accumulates on my forehead and rolls down my face. Hurry back, Mayuri. It could, okay. Very admirable, but also it still could matter because if they get it and they change stuff and they give memories about something, they could intercept him. Like right now, if he doesn't take the machine. Like they could totally just intercept him because they go back or they know how to use it. They do something to where they can stop him from getting away. That's the only concern I have of him not taking the machine with him.
Huh?
Startled, I turn towards the voice. Suzuha and Mr. Braun have emerged from the Braun Tube workshop. I see them lock the door. Guess they're closing up shop. That's right. I forgot about Suzuha.
What are you doing here, Okabe Rentaro?
Nothing. That reminds me. During the attack, she took down 5 armed commandos in the blink of an eye. I still can't believe it. Where does an 18-year-old girl learn to move like that? And then there was her strange behavior immediately before the attack. She left as soon as she heard about the bomb threat, almost as if she knew something was going to happen. And finally, there's that business with her father. Everything about her is a mystery. Who is Amane Suzuha? Dude, I just remembered in the last episode, that's why she sent us that text. How much you want to bet? She was saying, remember what Titter said about him, like having the divergence or whatever, or not whatever the reading Steiner, whatever that power is, whatever the technical term was. I bet that's what she was trying to tell us, and we didn't know. Ugh.
Oh, I know. You're getting ready for that party tonight, aren't you?
How did you know we were having a party?
Shina Mayuri. She came by earlier today to invite me over. Hope you've got enough room for one more, 'cause I'm...
You can't!
Am I a bother?
No.
It's okay. I understand. I guess I'm still an outsider.
That's not it! What's wrong with you, Okabe? Let my part-timer join your little club. You owe her, remember? It's thanks to her belly that I let you off the hook for shaking the building last time.
My belly? Hey!
Suzuha has recovered her jacket. She's properly dressed now. She's got a fine belly, tight and well-trained.
I'm standing right here, you dirty old man.
The party is canceled. I'm sorry, part-time warrior, but please go home today.
Canceled?
Yeah. Sorry. I attempt to smile, but with little hope of success. I don't know what's going on, Okabe, but don't do anything reckless. Huh? It's weird to have him give me advice. So, he apparently didn't pick up on the other stuff, her saying 42, all this other stuff, so I guess, like, he's still not quite caught up, but, like, oh, I hope that because she's from the future, it's very obvious, she knows something, she's an agent of some kind. Hopefully she'll say, he changed something, and stick with us, because we need her expertise right now. I thought he was just a dirty old man who loved CRTs. Maybe he's sharper than I thought. Or maybe he's just telling me to stop shaking the building. I got in a fight with Mayuri. Things are a little complicated right now. That's all. That's the best lie I can manage.
Oh, is there gonna be blood?
Blood? 'Blood? 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 ' Suzaha points across the street. I turn to look. To my surprise, there's Mayuri walking up the street with a big bag. When she notices us, she waves her hand with a ditzy smile. Mayuri!
Huh? Weren't you fighting? She looks really happy to see you.
I ignore Suzaha and run to Mayuri. The clock on my phone says 6:33.
Hey, where are you going?
I wasted precious time talking to Suzaha. Now that I've secured Mayuri, we need to get as far away from Akaba as we can.
What's the rush, Okari?
I ignore her question and grab her hand. Run! To the station!
Whoa! Whoa, wait! My bag!
Forget it! Just run!
Why?
Just run! I can't get the image of Mayuri's death out of my mind. I won't let them kill her. I won't. Mayuri gives no further resistance. She follows obediently, quickly matching my pace. I forgot that she's faster on her feet than I am.
Hey, where are we going?
First, we'll head for Tsukaba or Yokohama. I'm already gasping for air. Mayuri, however, might as well be strolling along for all the difficulty she's having. How can she be so ditzy yet so athletic at the same time? The sun is already set, but the sky is still a mix of indigo and orange. We run through the streets lit by dazzling shops. Everything will be fine once we make it on the train. I hold this thought in my mind as we run. I'm already exhausted. Mayuri practically has to drag me along to keep going.
Shouldn't we rest a bit?
No. Stopping until we're on the train. I do my best to keep up the pace.
But Okarin, you're covered in sweat. You shouldn't push yourself. You're not good at exercise.
When we reach the station, I realize that something is wrong. The station is packed. Seriously packed. You don't see this many people, even at rush hour. The crowd is milling around the entrance. For some reason, it looks like no one is going in. What's going on here? A protest? Some kind of street performance? I don't have time for this! Just then, an announcement plays over the PA. Your attention, please. The Yamanote, Kaihin, Tohoku, and Sobu lines are currently suspended. Crap! We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, and kindly ask for your cooperation. Finally, I realized my mistake. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I thought maybe Suzaha would stop us. But yeah, the train makes no sense. They cut it off. That's right. Before the attack, the trains were stopped by a bomb threat. No wonder there are so many people standing around. In my haste to flee the city, I completely forgot. How could I have been so stupid?
I wonder what happened.
All of the train lines are stopped. We can't escape Akaba. What about other means of public transportation? The subway or the bus? Should we go to another station? I turn around and head back the way we came, keeping a firm grip on Mayuri's hand. But before we can get more than a few steps, a man steps out of the crowd and blocks our way. I realize that we're surrounded. No! Okabe Rintaro? A low voice. A face I've never seen. He's not one of the 5 who broke into the lab.
Okarin? Do you know these people?
Mayuri grips my arm tightly as she looks anxiously at the men. Oh, no. Come with us. Who are you? Instead of answering, the man makes a grab for my arm. I jerk away and try to escape, but the men move to block us again. If you resist, we'll kill you. CERN! They're with Moeka? She must have planned for this in advance. Yeah, obviously. A chill runs up my spine. We made a terrible mistake when we hacked into CERN. I realize that now, though it's far too late. Are you going to kill us with all these witnesses around? This isn't a game. I feel something cold against my back. I don't realize what it is at first. Then it hits me. A gun. I gulp. My blood goes cold. Am I going to die here? Will my time leaping be for naught? No! I can't give up. I won't let Mayuri die. I won't accept that future. But how do I get out of this? The crowd at the station has grown even thicker. People are starting to argue with the station personnel, demanding to know when they can go home. The situation is quickly becoming chaotic. Suddenly, a fight breaks out nearby. It looks like some people are trying to shove their way through. This could be our chance. A tide of people surges into us, knocking the man behind me off balance. Now! I quickly turn and strike the man's hand aside. His gun falls away. Then the man gets swallowed by the crowd. Run, Mayuri! I grab Mayuri's hand and start running. We have to fight our way through the crowd, but that also thwarts our pursuers. As soon as we reach the main street, we start running back towards the lab. Of course, we can't return to the lab itself. Moeka's group will be there shortly. Is the subway still running? If we get on at Sue Hirocho station, we can take the Ginza line to Shibuya. From there, we can grab a train heading out of Tokyo. I still haven't recovered from my exhaustion. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. We can't stop now. I have to keep running. It doesn't take long before a new obstacle appears. Okay, I know this is serious and all this, but this music be bumping. I'm just saying. Okay, here we go. 4 men walking together up ahead of us suddenly stop and turn to face us. I've got a bad feeling about this. They don't look like otaku. Are they with CERN too? My fears are confirmed when the 4 men start walking towards us, arms spread to block the street. No doubt about it. They're after us too. I turn to flee back towards the station, and there I see the first group of men closing in behind us. We're trapped. Enemies on both sides. There's only one choice. I grab Mayuri and make for the nearby side street.
Where are we going, Okarin?
I'm trying to get to Suehirocho station without using the main streets. But as we pass UPX, several men on the bridge point at us and shout something. Man, they got this whole place locked down. Are they with CERN too? How many men do they have? We turn back and change course. Okay, Mayuri, you're a faster runner, so talking while running uses up all of my breath. Sweat drips into my eyes, making it hard to see. You go on ahead. Go to Hariri's shrine in Ikebukuro. We'll meet. Before I finish, I catch sight of another group of men waiting for us up ahead.
What's going on, Okarin?
I look back. The group from before is still chasing us. We're surrounded by enemies. The familiar streets of Akiba are filled with agents of CERN. I recall what Moeka said. You have nowhere to run. We have men stationed throughout Akihabara. Yeah, I totally actually forgot about that piece. I forgot that she said that they were all over the place. Despair seizes my heart. Is escape impossible? We're just kids playing at science in the safety of our tiny little lab. Our enemy is a multinational conspiracy willing to kill anyone who gets in their way. Were we doomed from the start? No! No matter what, we must get away. Leading Mayuri by the hand, I push my way through the crowd, then jump the fence onto the road. Oh, crap! Oh! Something strikes me with crushing force, sending me tumbling across the pavement. Oh, that's not good. I come to a stop several meters away. My body is racked with intense pain. A red curtain covers my eyes. I try to brush it off, and my hand comes away slick with blood. Oh! I grit my teeth against the pain and lift my head. Mayuri is lying on the pavement a few meters away. I reach out to her. Yuri. No response. No! Mayuri is motionless. No. Did the impact kill her? Mayuri. This can't be happening. The car that ran us over, a white van, pulls up. The door opens, and out steps. I've stopped them. Kiryu Moeka. Her again. They know they've done time stuff to figure out where they're gonna be at. Either that or they communicated, I guess. I don't know. I guess that would make sense because she was on her way to us. In the lab, originally. She knew the exact moment to be here in order to run over poor Mayuri. I've secured Okabe-kun. I mean, Okabe Rentaro. She's talking to someone on her phone. Has she been tracking us this whole time? Contact the police. Shina Mayuri is dead. No. She looks down at me with eyes cold enough to freeze my blood. Why? Why did you kill her? Because you ran. Holy crap. You monster! Mustering my strength, I leap up and throw myself at Moeka. She goes down hard. I hear her head smack against the pavement. I stand up and look around. Moeka is dazed and unable to stand, but I see CERN agents making their way towards us through the crowd. I've got to get out of here. I take a step. A sharp pain stabs through my body. The crash must have broken a bone in my leg. It doesn't matter. I have to get to the lab and time leap again. That's the only way to save Mayuri. I look back at the site of the accident. Moeka is slowly regaining her feet, but Mayuri remains limp and motionless on the road. It breaks my heart to leave Mayuri lying there, but I have no choice. I have to go. Back to the lab. Oh, he makes it! Oh my gosh, what? I thought they were surrounding him. How did he get through? Fighting the pain of my broken leg, I managed to drag myself back to the lab. Surprisingly, CERN's men didn't chase me. What? Nobody's at the lab when I arrive. Only the lights are still on. Wait, he made a notice that they didn't chase him. Why? Relieved that Kiritsu and Daru haven't returned, I head straight to the development room. I remembered to break into the Brawn Tube workshop to turn on the 42-inch CRT. My body is drenched in sweat, and I can't stop shivering. Everything hurts, especially my right side, where the car hit me. If I'm not careful, I might lose consciousness. My vision is blurry. It's hard to focus. He's got to go back further. He's got to push the memories into an older version of himself. My left arm is numb and I can barely move. But still, I force myself to activate the X68000 and input the settings. I'm gasping for breath like a wounded animal. The sound of my heartbeat fills my ears. Mayuri. They killed her again. I failed to protect her. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm sorry. Choking back my tears, I frantically pound on the keyboard. Police sirens echo in the distance. Moika hit Mayuri in front of hundreds of witnesses. They'll probably take her in for questioning. Oh, that's probably why they didn't chase me. Even if CERN bails her out somehow, she should be stuck for at least a couple of hours. The real problem is her men. Those mercenaries, or whatever they were, CERN's hit squad. Why didn't they come after me? It should have been easy for them to catch me, injured as I am. I need to hurry. If they show up here, they'll kill me for sure. Settings complete. I put on the headgear. I'll get blood on it, but that doesn't matter. A surge of anxiety washes over me. What if the time leap fails? What if my memories are corrupted? I might forget who I am. I might lose myself. Should I really use the machine? Of course I should. I curse my weakness. Mayuri's dead. Remember? This can't be allowed to happen. No risk is too great. I will save Mayuri, whatever it takes. I alone have the power to change the past. What am I waiting for? Swallowing my fear, I activate the time leap machine. Oh boy. Hello?